Hi guys, it's Diddle, and today I'm gonna try to solve 50 plus riddles for guaranteed holiday cheer. Guys, guess with me in the comments. Like not in the comments, just if you have a friend next to you, try to guess with them. Okay.
It was the night before the holiday season. Leah went to the living room to check the presents. She found a letter from Santa. In this letter, he said that overall, she'd
I think 2.2 is gonna come out.
been good the whole year. That's why she'd get the gift she's been dreaming about. But since she had her bad moments too, she would have...
A week, probably.
It was the night before the holiday season. Leah went to the living room to check the presents. She found a letter from Santa. In this letter, he said that overall, she'd been good the whole year.
Cool.
That's why she'd get the gift she's been dreaming about. But since she had her bad moments too, she would have to find it. There were 5 wrapped presents. As soon as the girl opened one, the other 4 would disappear. Her present had a square shape, had a red ribbon, and wasn't small.
Okay.
Which present should Leah open?
The one the green one with the red ribbon.
It's this one. Big, square, and decorated with a red ribbon.
See?
Mrs. Brown was a landlady of an apartment building with a no-pet policy. Not even fish were allowed. One night, she heard a cat meowing. The sound was coming from the floor above. The next day, she inspected 2 apartments. In which apartment does the cat live?
Oh, there, I see cat scratches. In there, I see cat scratches.
Look, the furniture and curtains in this apartment have scratch marks. There must be a cat somewhere there. Now take a look at these 2 people. One of them is a happy owner of a dog. But which one?
It's him.
Let me see my video.
I don't know why. It's him. He got stuff on his.
It must be this person.
Yeah.
Look, his clothes are covered in dog hair.
Dog hair.
Sierra's cat has
I'm
5
also
kittens.
covered in dog hair.
4 of them are white, and 3 have black spots. If every kitten is either white or has black spots, how many kittens are white with black spots?
3.
That was my friend.
4 plus 3 is 7. There are just 5 kittens, which means that the surplus 2 are the ones who have both characteristics. They are white with black spots.
What's that game?
It's that night of the year, and Santa is sneaking into houses with presents. But it's not only Santa that decided to pay people a visit.
Guys, like and subscribe if you believe in Santa.
Look at these 2
On my other phone. Look. Ooh, a
chimneys.
hamburger.
Where is the real Santa?
Oh no, it was poison.
The real Santa.
Hey, I poisoned.
He's the one on the right.
One
Wait, no, the one on the left.
I like
Have a look. This guy has huge legs, and some green fur is poking out of his
It's a
boots.
Grinch.
It must be Grinch. The real Santa is this one. A tricky question for you. Frosty the Snowman went to see the dermatologist because his head felt itchy and dry. What does the snowman get when he scratches his head?
Dandruff.
Yeah,
Snow. I don't know. Snow. Dandruff. I don't know.
wait.
Of course, it's snowflakes. Ned works in a club, and his job is to check people's ID cards and not let any suspicious people in. Take a look at these IDs and try to figure out who isn't supposed to enter the club. So, here's the first one.
His driver license. Wait, no, that's good.
He seems fine. Let him in. What can you say about this man? Would you let him in?
This is DTE.
Don't let him in. There's a typo in the word date, which is unacceptable for official documents. Okay, next. Look at this woman. In or out?
I don't know.
This woman's photo is obviously too old. Normally, IDs have recent photos, or at least people are recognizable in them. This photo must be 20 years old. That's too suspicious. Okay, here's the next guest. What's your verdict?
That's what I did, bro.
Why does it? Oh,
That's what I did. I have like 10
I don't know.
He seems fine to me. And what about this woman? In or out?
More animation.
There isn't 24. Oh yeah. I don't know.
She seems all right. Green light. Okay, another one. In or out?
She's out. Look at her. The date of her birth.
Year of birth, 1099? Way too suspicious. Don't let her in. Not this time, young lady.
Young.
Daniela is a new detective in town, and there's a case for her to solve. At night, someone robbed a mall and stole all the presents prepared for the winter show. In the morning, the videos from security cameras were analyzed. There were 3 main suspects. All of them were interrogated. Bernard said, "I have nothing to do with it. I came back from work yesterday and I was watching football until I fell asleep." Samuel said, "Today in the evening I was very tired, so I just went to sleep and you woke me up." And Jason said, "I was studying all night for my exam in the afternoon." Who should Daniela arrest?
I don't know.
Yes, so you don't have to.
I think the first guy. He doesn't look tired.
Both Samuel and Jason look very tired, but only Jason has a valid reason for not sleeping. Also, Samuel called the previous day, today, by mistake, which means that he probably didn't sleep that night, and there was no clear difference for him between the 2 days. A detective was on a plane when an accident happened. In business class, someone stole an expensive necklace right from a lady's neck. It was 1 hour into the flight, and the lady swore that when she had boarded the plane, she'd still been wearing her jewelry. There were 3 main suspects, all fellow passengers. Ronald said, "As soon as we were allowed to leave our seats, I went to the bathroom to make an important business call. I've just returned." Gabriella said, "I was sleeping and listening to music. I didn't leave my seat even once."
How they listen to
And
music?
Camilla said, "I saw the necklace and thought it was beautiful."
Why would I got a question? Why would you listen to music while sleeping?
But why would I steal it?
I think it's the one in the
He's
middle.
guilty. It must be Ronald. He's on the plane. He can't make calls there.
Oh.
Your first task is to help Santa. Which chimney is safe for him to use?
Second name is gonna be like.
What do you mean? Wait, I didn't hear that.
Your first task is to help Santa. Which chimney is safe for him to use?
The first one. It's got snow on it.
Wait, why?
That means it hasn't been burned.
The first one seems to be completely blocked, so no oxygen probably flows through it.
That makes no
Might
sense.
be dangerous. Look at the second chimney. There's no snow on it, which means that the fireplace is working at the moment. Santa should choose the third chimney. It's not fully blocked, but there's some snow on it. So there's no fire in the fireplace at the moment.
No. I wouldn't be.
A man
How
on
would
a
I get
motorbike
that?
crashed into the window of Mr. Ruby's store, grabbed a dozen of expensive watches, and drove away. When the police arrived, Mr. Ruby told them that he was almost sure it had been his nephew, Patrick. The officers went to visit the guy. Because of a heavy downpour, they got there in only an hour. Patrick was at home, together with his friend. "Look at the weather. I haven't been outside since yesterday." Patrick's friend confirmed his words. But the police didn't believe his story and arrested Patrick. Why? The guy's helmet is hanging on his motorbike. If it had been there since the previous day, it would be filled with rainwater now. One day, a famous soccer coach went missing right from the changing room. The police had 3 suspects, and all of them were from the coach's team. Brandon said that after the training, he'd stayed on the pitch to practice a bit more. He hadn't been to the changing room yet. Andrew swore that after the training, he had gone outside to meet his girlfriend. And James claimed that when he'd been leaving the changing room, the trainer had been there. Who is behind the disappearance?
Not display name.
Wait. Okay, guys, I'm back. I don't know. I think it's the gun right, but I don't know why.
It's Brandon. He said he hadn't been to the changing room yet, but he's wearing not his uniform, but his street clothes. On a summer night, Emily threw a big party, but in the morning, she discovered that someone had stolen all her jewelry and money. The police have 3 suspects: Daniel, Emily's boyfriend, Lily, her best friend, and Hannah, the girl's sister. Daniel told the police that he'd been playing computer games with his friends all night long. Lily felt sick and went home in the middle of the night. And Hannah said that she'd stayed at the party until 7 a.m. and then taken a taxi. It was too dark to walk home on her own, and nobody could give her a lift. Do you know who's lying?
It was her sister. 7 a.m. isn't dark.
It's Hannah. At 7 a.m. in the summer, it's already light outside.
Yeah!
A wealthy businessman disappeared right from his house. The detective who arrived to investigate the case found nothing unusual, except for a mysterious note with 377I3 written on it. There are 3 suspects: Eric, Ellie, and Colin. Help the detective to identify the criminal.
It's Ellie. Also, why is Eric Santa? Is that his actual name?
The kidnapper is Ellie. Her name is the one coded in the note. One day, Santa got hungry, so he decided to make a stop at the supermarket to get some food. He didn't want to leave his gifts unattended, but he also couldn't bring them inside, so he left his bags near the entrance.
That's a bad
Unfortunately,
idea.
after he paid for his purchases, he discovered someone had taken the gifts. Can you help Santa find the thief?
It's the Santa guy. I don't know why it's the Santa guy.
It's the third guy.
Oh.
He's trying to hide the gifts he's stolen.
Oh, found it. Oh, come on.
I was abducted by the RDA. Now that I'm...
Third guy. He's trying to hide the gifts he's stolen. One kingdom was burned to ashes by a magic fire that was impossible to extinguish. The only person who survived was the prince of the kingdom. He decided to travel to the land of witches to figure out who had destroyed his country. There he met 3 witches, gray, brown, and purple. My kingdom was destroyed by witchcraft. Who did it? The gray witch answered that at the moment of the attack, she was on vacation in Africa. The brown witch told the prince that she had just returned from India. And the purple witch claimed that she could predict the future and heal people, but she had no power to control fire. Can you figure out which is guilty?
I don't know.
It's the purple witch. How did she know about the fire if the prince never mentioned it?
Oh, yeah.
Mark was wandering through the forest, trying to find a bus station. Suddenly, he met a man who told him that he'd soon see a crossroads. There would be a post with several signboards. The right one will lie, the left one will tell the truth. And indeed, a bit later, Mark saw this post. The right sign said, "To the bus station." And the left one read, "To the forest." Can you figure out where the station is?
It's after the forest, I think.
So the right sign apparently lies, and the left sign will lead Mark back to the forest. He should go straight, and then he'll get to the station.
At least I got it right.
A married couple came back home and found Santa lying unconscious on the floor.
Cool.
They called the police. When police officers arrived, they started
Why would you call the police instead of an ambulance if Santa is unconscious?
interrogating the suspects. Those were the couple's kids. Their 17-year-old daughter claimed she had been on the phone with her boyfriend while her parents had been away. Their twin sons said that they'd gone to bed early to wake up early and unpack their presents. And their youngest daughter answered that she'd wanted to surprise Santa, so she'd been baking cookies for him. Look at all the suspects attentively and say who is guilty.
I think I think it's the one the two guys in the middle, because how they be asleep? How they be asleep if they already told them that?
It must be the youngest girl. Look, the cookies have been made with peanuts. Santa must be allergic to these nuts.
So many people.
You go to the supermarket and buy an egg and a chicken. The total cost of your purchase is 108 coins. But the chicken is 100 coins more expensive than the egg. So, how much does the egg cost?
8 coins. That's easy, 8 coins.
My first instinct was to say 8 coins, but 100 minus 8 doesn't give us the 100 coin difference. The egg actually costs 4 coins.
What?
Sophia disappeared right from her house, and from a note found in the living room, the police got to know that she had been kidnapped. Detective Peterson, who came to investigate the case, decided to question the woman's neighbors. Anthony told the police that he had worked the night shift. When he came home, he went straight to bed and was only woken up by the detective. Ryan explained that he had planned to organize a barbecue party for all the neighbors, but since it had been raining the whole day, he had to cancel it. Lauren said that she'd been downtown doing some shopping and had just come home. The detective immediately realized who the liar was. Have you figured it out too?
No.
Lauren lied. It had been raining all day long, but there are no puddles under her car. It means she hasn't been anywhere. Stacy has just moved to a new town to start a new life. Her real estate agent has offered her 4 houses for rent. Can you help Stacy find?
Bye guys. Tomorrow, next video, I'm going to react to terrible right side facts.